Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the rookie from San Diego State, it's Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Pumphrey last year at San Diego State led the country over 2,100 yards rushing. The question now, how do you see him translating to the NFL?
Well, I hear all the naysayers talk about him being less than 180 pounds, but look, the production at San Diego State, the number of carries, this kid has toughness. He will carry the ball and surprise people. And look, he broke Marshall Faulk's record at San Diego State. That's got to count for something.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Forced out to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first is Wentz. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Noah Spence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. They'll throw here. Beathard. Complete. Richardson has it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Beathard to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
for the first time with Lacey. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, Lacey. And some strong running. Oh, he bowls over him. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. To throw is Beathard. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Wentz now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
To throw, it's Wentz. And Selleck here, left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On play action, Wentz. Dance, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Darren Lee. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Donnie Jones now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. This is Lacey, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Blue landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. No. Check. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is LaFowl. It's caught. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Back to throw Beathard. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Beathard to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run it with Lacey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Set. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Green 39. Green. No. Check. No. Over.
They'll go to Pirine trying to pound it in. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go. No. Check.
Again, here's Pirine. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Good. No. Check. Switch. All right, here we go.
Here we go with Lacey. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Eddie Lacy, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second down, here's Wentz. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Oh, now he bowls him over. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 48 yards. To throw is Beathard. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Set! Blue landed! Blue landed! Over! Leopard!
Now Beathard. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Set!
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First down, Wentz in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch 88, watch 88. Here we go now. Boom, landing. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Check it back, check it back. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the 2nd half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They stay on the ground on 1st down with Lacey. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Watch it. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Seahawks on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Sidney Jones. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Eagles on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's complete to LaFell. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Wentz now on first down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Long in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
Here's Beathard to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll wind up up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Eagles take possession. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a play fake. Wentz trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
To throw is Beathard. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll throw here. Beathard throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So 20 yards to go here on first down.
Let's go. Boom, landing. Back down to Philly. Here we go. Go, here we go. Green, Detroit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not a stat we talk about often with tight ends, but Travis Kelsey, he can move it after the catch. 3rd overall in the NFL in yards after catch last season.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Detroit. All right, here we go. No. Catch it now. All right, now. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run. This is Lacey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Back to throw Beathard. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Let's go.
Here's Beathard to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That's fielded in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Wentz. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Noah Spence in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Donnie Jones now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Beathard. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Beathard. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him, Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
That's what I'm talking about. That's it, boy.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Pulled in at the 24. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Leopard!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the D-line's going to spread out. They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And now running right through it. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually